Hello students. So today is 1st October and we are continuing with English Fairy lesson number 3, planning a surprise. So this story is about four sisters, March sisters, and it is a story it is an extract from the story Little Women. They are forced to live within limited means. Their father is at war and their mother is the one who looks after them and she works. So it is a December evening about which the description is there. So the four sisters, what are their names? Margaret, Elizabeth, and Jo. The second sister is Jo and third sister is Elizabeth and the last one is Amy. Okay, so their description is given that you have read in the first and second pages. Then it is their little chatter batter is discussed, that how they are discussing about what gift they should give to their mother on Christmas. They are discussing then, and they try to practice for the Christmas play also. So till then, second last paragraph of page number 32 we have read. Okay, so this is the second last paragraph of page number 32. The rehearsal ended in a general burst of laughter. Till this page we have read. Now we'll continue. So I am reading the last paragraph now of page 32. Glad to find you so merry, my girls, said a cheery voice at the door, and actors and audience turned to welcome a tall motherly lady with a "Can I help you" look about her, which was truly delightful. So who enters into the house? The mother of the house enters, the mother of the four girls. Glad to find you so merry, my girls. Merry means happy, she is saying. A cheery voice, so her voice is also cheerful. And actors and audience, because these girls were practicing a play, so that is why the author has described them as actors and audience turn to welcome a tall motherly lady. She is a tall and motherly because she is mother, with a "Can I help you" look. So the look is saying as if she is trying to ask, "Can I help you?" which was truly delightful. Delightful matlab it was very soothing. She was not elegantly dressed. Elegantly matlab very stylishly. So she was not elegantly dressed, but a noble looking woman, and the girls thought the grey cloak and unfashionable bonnet covered the most splendid mother in the world. Cloak means it's a kind of coat, a long coat which they wear on the back, and an unfashionable bonnet. Bonnet is a kind of hat, and this hat is worn with strings to tie near the neck. Tie near the neck. So they think that their mother is not very elegantly dressed because they come from humble background. They are not very financially well off. So that is why the mother is also not elegantly dressed. But still the girls think that their mother is the most splendid in the world. Splendid means wonderful. Well, dearies, how have you got on today? There was so much to do getting the boxes ready to go tomorrow that I didn't come home for dinner. So dearies means dears, girls. The dear का ही dearest उन्होंने कहा है. How have you got on today? That means how was your day today? There was so much to do. So she is talking about her workplace, her office, getting the boxes ready to go tomorrow. So she must be in some kind of packing department where she was readying the boxes for to send somewhere. That I didn't come home to dinner. So she is explaining that she could not come to dinner. So the girls have already finished their dinner. Has anyone called? Beth? She is asking Beth that has anyone called. That means has anyone telephoned? यहाँ पे इसका मतलब है किसी ने फ़ोन किया. How is your cold, Meg? So she is asking Meg, how is your cold? That means she was having cold. जुकाम था तो वो पूछ रहे हैं. Joe, you look tired to death. Tired to death means मतलब very much tired. Come and kiss me, baby. So in this paragraph she is trying to speak one sentence or two to every girl, and she is trying to make up for her absence, that she was absent for the whole day and she was busy in her work. While making these maternal inquiries, maternal means mother, Mrs. March got her wet things off because it's winter, so it is very cold outside, and then it must be snowfall also, so that is why she is wet. Her warm slippers on. So she took off her shoes and she put on the warm slippers. Remember, the girls had kept the warm slippers near the fire. And sitting down in the easy chair, drew Emmy to her lap. Emmy being the youngest of the four girls, तो Emmy को उन्होंने गोद में बिठा लिया, preparing to enjoy the happiest hour of her busy day. So this is showing that Mrs. March is now with all her four daughters, and she is now very happy with all the girls being around her. The girls flew about, trying to make things comfortable, each in her own way. Meg arranged the tea table. Jo brought wood and set chairs, dropping, overturning and clattering everything she touched. Beth trotted to and fro between the parlour and the kitchen. Parlour here means the fireplace. Quiet and busy. While Amy gave directions to everyone as she sat with her hands folded. So this paragraph is showing that how the girls are so happy and everyone is trying to do something for their mothers. Meg is making the tea, and Jo is bringing things and bringing wood to put in the fire, and setting the chairs for the mother. And Beth is also moving between the kitchen and the parlour. And Amy is just quietly sitting in her mother's lap. As they gathered around the table, Mrs. March said with a particularly happy face, "I have got a treat for you after supper." The students, here it is written supper. These days we call supper which is done something before the dinner, a light snack before the dinner, हम उसको supper कहते हैं. लेकिन actually पहले dinner के बाद जो लेट नाइट जो चाय या कॉफ़ी के साथ बिस्किट, ये लाइट स्नैक लिया जाता था, उसको सपर कहते हैं. ओके, सो हियर सपर मीन्स आफ्टर डिनर they will have tea and some biscuits. A quite bright smile went around like a streak of sunshine. Streak means a ray of sunshine. Beth clapped her hands regardless of the biscuit she held, and Jo tossed up her napkin, crying, "A letter, a letter, 3 cheers for father." So what is Mrs. March saying? That there is a letter from their father. Their father has sent a letter to them, and all the four girls and the mother are very excited about it. Yes, a nice long letter. He is well and thinks he shall get through the cold season better than we feared. He sends all sorts of loving wishes for Christmas and a special message to you girls, said Mrs. March, patting her pocket as if she had got a treasure there. Patting means उसको थपथपाना, उसको टच करके, जैसे कि पैटिंग द बैक होता है व्हेन यू आर गिविंग सम अप्रिसिएशन टू समवन. सो शी इज पैटिंग एज इफ शी इज देयर इज अ ट्रेजर, यानी लेटर को इतना इम्पोर्टेंस दे रहे हैं. I think it was so splendid of father to go as a chaplain when he was too old to be drafted and not strong enough for a soldier. Chaplain means someone who works as a priest in an institution. And why he is working as a priest? Because he is too old to be drafted. Drafted means taken as a soldier in a military. So he is not very young, so he cannot work as a soldier. So that is why he is taken as a priest. Don't I wish I could go as a drummer or a nurse so I could be near him and help him, exclaimed Jo with a groan. What is Jo trying to say? That if she thought she could have gone as a drummer or a nurse in the army, in the war, so that she could be near the father. Exclaim मतलब exclamatory mark, यानी कि some kind of expression. With a groan. Groan means a low noise which expresses some kind of pain. It must be very disagreeable to sleep in a tent and eat all sorts of bad tasting things and drink out of a tin mug, sighed Amy. So what is Amy saying? Because Amy is small, तो उसका जजमेंट भी छोटा ही है कि कैसे मैनेज करेंगे टेंट में सोना, फिर bad tasting things खाना, और drink out of a tin mug. So drinking in a tin mug, all these things are very disagreeable, not very likely. When will he come home, mommy? Asked Beth with a little quiver in her voice. Quiver means shaking or trembling. Now when you get emotional or when you are about to cry and when you are speaking something, तो आपकी आवाज़ में शेकिंग होती है, तो उसको क्विवर बोलेंगे. When he will come home, ये माँ बेथ ने पूछा. Okay, not for many months, dear, unless he is sick. He will stay and do his work faithfully as long as he can, and we won't ask him for back a minute sooner than he came in spared. Come home and come and hear the letter. So mother कहती है कि वो तभी आएंगे या तो वो बीमार हो या तो उनको वहाँ से छुट्टी मिल जाए, and we will not come. So ये क्यों है? Because जब wars होते हैं तो people voluntarily give their services in the war. More soldiers are required, so that is why people voluntarily give their services. And that is how here also it is the situation that mother is saying that he won't come home until he is sick. Okay, and that is how now she is trying to now come and hear the letter. So now अभी वो letter read करेंगे. So this till this portion you can understand. Remaining portion I will start with the next video. Okay, thank you.